What's up, guys? Welcome back to another DC Dual Force video. Last time was a introductory video to the game, just going over the basic concepts, deck builder, and the gameplay. And I played against the AI. I played a starter deck, so you didn't really get a good look at how this game really plays out. So today I wanted to do a more proper deck, and this is just something that I put together myself, using two of the leaders that I think are the most interesting, Hal Jordan and Batgirl, as you can see on the side here. And yeah, it was intended to be like a Green Lantern deck. We'll get into the synergies based around the Green Lanterns, and then using deploy synergies with Batgirl. That kind of worked in the same way, kind of synergized in a good way, I guess. Rather, I should say. The deck it performed pretty well, actually. Obviously, most of my opponents, even though they were real players, were still very limited collection-wise. I'm still limited collection-wise. I don't have a lot of gold cards, which is why the golds in this deck are pretty lackluster. And I'm also missing a few silver cards that I definitely would want in a deck like this. But without further ado, why don't we just get into the deck? And I did have a lot of fun playing it. Some of the concepts that I wanted to try out did work. Others didn't work as well. But that's why we're testing stuff. It's open beta. We're testing. So first of all, our leaders, Hal Jordan, the Green Lantern. At the start of our first turn, he will create a random Green Lantern card in our hand. They're all decent. Like as far as being a free card, just added to your opening hand, they're all decent. And they all have synergies that just rely on you having other Green Lanterns, and we do that, so it's fine. It's a decent just add-on to our hand. And for 3 charges, he will get +4 attack this turn, which is decent, and he will generate a bronze resource, which is very relevant, as you will see once we look at the Green Lantern cards. Batgirl, let's get her full screen here. 3 charges, she gets +3 attack this turn, and she activates the deploy ability of a friendly recruit, so she repeats the deploy effects. Very powerful leader, very interesting leader, and we're going to quickly get into the deck. The Green Lanterns that we have in the deck. Green Lanterns mainly are based around this synergy of, or this theme of having deploy effects where you may pay an additional bronze resource to get a bonus effect. Often it's one that affects the Green Lantern you're playing, as well as another random Green Lantern in your hand. So Simon Baz here, he has a bronze 3/2, but if you pay an additional bronze, he will gain +3 health, and one of your lanterns in hand will gain +3 health. Jessica Cruz is the attack version of this. Flip the stats, she gives attack instead. Basically the same card. We have Chip, who gains and gives +1/+1 and aura. Aura does protect from a single ability or action, which is can be really useful. Kilowog is just a buff, +1/+1 to Green Lanterns everywhere, including himself, and including Green Lanterns that you haven't created yet. Now, we're not really creating any lanterns after the fact, but there is a card that creates a Green Lantern when you play it, and if you played a Kilowog before that, the created lantern still gets the +1/+1. Kyle Rayner, this is a really cool one. We did some fun stuff with this and Batgirl. He summons a Construct Kaiju, which is a 0/0, but on deploy it gets double Kyle Rayner stats. But if Kyle Rayner disappears from the battlefield, the Kaiju gets sacrificed. So if you're able to keep Kyle Rayner on the board, he's a 3/3, spawns a 6/6. Any buffs on Kyle Rayner are applied and doubled to the construct. And the construct does gain the stats on deploy, so you can use Batgirl on the construct itself to just gain an additional instance of Kyle Rayner stats, which is really good. We also have Hal Jordan, the Gold Green Lantern, and he is a 5/5 that doubles his own stats and those of a random Green Lantern in your hand. Good value card right there. Now, I do want to see here. Yes. There's one Green Lantern that I don't have, and it's John Stewart. And he deals damage equal to his power to an enemy. It can hit leaders, it can hit recruits. His base power is 3, so 3 damage is decent. But again, any buffs applied to John Stewart, from Kilowog, Hal Jordan doubling his stats, or Jessica Cruz giving 3 attack, all of that would make John Stewart deal even more damage. And this whole thing could be reactivated with Batgirl. So those are the general synergies we're going for. We also have Chassalon. The first time you play another Green Lantern each turn, generate a bronze resource. And Stargirl, who just at the start of the turn generates a bronze resource. And the idea here is to, have this bronze resource generation fairly consistent, so that we can always, activate our Green Lanterns even later in the game when our resources upgrade and we want to use them to play better cards. We can still create these bronze resources to help us still use these effects. And to that end, I also wanted to have more ways to utilize these additional bronze resources, because we run out of Green Lanterns fairly quickly, and generally we run out of bronze resource generation as well fairly quickly. But in the case we don't, I wanted just more techie ways of using those. So we have card draw, Hunter, the question with Hunter, who can attack protected units as well, protected characters. He has card draw. We have Bruce Wayne, who on deploy and at the start of each turn creates an investment in your hand, which is just a bronze draw card. These are cards that are generally very slow, but in our case, if we're just randomly creating these bronze resources in addition to our normal resources, and we have no other way of using them, we can just use them for card draw, which I figure would be a nice little attack. We also have Arrest, return an enemy recruit to their hand. This is bronze removal. If all that's in the way of us winning the game is just one big unit protecting their leader, unless that unit has aura, we can just bounce it back and then attack. So Arrest is really good value for bronze. And again, being able to play this in addition to a silver card and a gold card, that can be a lot of tempo. We also have Bat Signal. This, I think, is currently my favorite card in the game, because of just the flavor and also how good it sometimes is. You exhaust a friendly recruit, so a recruit that can attack, you forego that attack for one turn, but you create Batman in your hand at the start of your next turn. Batman is a silver 6/6 with speed. He can attack right away, and on deploy he gets Ambush and Hunter this turn. Hunter, he can attack any target. Ambush, if he deals enough damage to kill whatever he's attacking, he does not take any damage in return. It's like First Strike, quick attack. This is a good unit, a good recruit. This Batman did some work for me. And in a pinch, you can use Batgirl on Batman just to give him Ambush and Hunter again, and just have another 6/6, First Striker that can also just go face. It's actually, I was super happy with Bat Signal and Batman in this deck, and it's, yeah, like I said, just flavor wise and functionality wise, it's my favorite card currently. I'm a big fan of this. Utility Belt just, cycles, but also Mystique any gadget, any of the 4 gadgets. Commissioner Gordon is just a staple Batgirl card. He's a 33 with evade, so he will negate the first attack done to him, but he also summons a squad car on deploy, which is a 33 with speed. Really good. Really good card there. One thing that I didn't get to do, but because I don't have John Stewart in the deck, I wanted to try Red Tornado, who is a 1/6 with flurry, so he can attack twice each turn. But on deploy, after another friendly character attacks this turn, he gets +1 attack. And with Batgirl, we could reactivate this deploy and just keep scaling his attack every few turns, and he attacks twice. I never got to do it, and I don't think it's spectacular, so I don't feel like I'm missing out. And once I get John Stewart, I am switching them out, but that's a combo that I thought could be interesting. Otherwise, value cards. Robin is just a solid unit, 5/5 with evade, and whenever he attacks, he charges our leaders. One thing I noticed, both of our leaders require 3 charges, which is really slow. And I went first for most of my matches, which means I'm an additional leader charge behind. I really felt it. I really felt it. And, you know, Robin doesn't come down until turn 3, so it's a little bit late. But if we're able to stick Robin, then for the mid to late game, like we are able to speed up our leaders a little bit. We also have Bat Cycle, which charges one of our leaders and gives them evade, negating the next attack done to them, and draws a card. So just 2 good cards. I would have really liked some earlier leader charge gain, but I don't think that exists in tactics and energy factions. I know Might has a really good one, but yeah. Otherwise, other than that, I had a lot of fun with the deck. It's actually really fun. Again, like this idea of generating bronze resources and having this additional value for the entire game, it didn't work as well as I hoped it would. Sometimes it did work, and I had some really big turns, and I felt really good. But in terms of like the transition from paper to screen, from script to screen, it was meh. But it was still a fun deck that had some big turns. I won most of my games, and I had a good amount of fun. So with that said, I have a few games for you. I hope you enjoyed them. Thank you for watching. I hope you're enjoying the DC Dual Force content. I am so far. You know, this game does have its issues, but so does Gwent, even 5 years in. Maybe more issues than ever. So I'm not opposed to some issues in my games. Anyway, enjoy the video. Enjoy some Green Lantern, Hal Jordan, Batgirl gameplay. Alright. Batman Wonder Woman. Apparently that's the deck that everybody is playing, which is, I mean, it's very understandable because it's so hard to get new cards right now because like all the systems for card acquisition are just not in place yet. And this is just the best starter deck, so like I get it. I do get it, and I have a bad hand. I mean, we can play Stargirl. Hal Jordan will give us a lantern, so Simon Baz will have a target on turn 2, which is not bad. I always miss who's going first. Does it say at the start of the match? I've never seen it. Okay, I go first. That's fine. Ooh, we got Kyle Rayner. Let's see. Do we want her to be protected? I don't think she's that important, especially not with this hand. So we'll just use her to protect Batgirl, who is our more fragile leader, and probably our strongest leader as well. As a result of being the most fragile, you know, she has a better ability. Yeah, Superman robot has shield and guard. I can seek a Batarang. I mean, I have like 3 bronze resources. I can play a utility belt. Alright. Just to ping off that shield. I could attack into it. And then play Simon. Yeah. I would not have done that if I cared more about Stargirl surviving this match, because there's a decent chance Batman will just spawn a Batarang and kill her. Oh, better tomorrow. Give all recruits in your deck +1/+1. That's a really good card if you draw it early. Okay, they're gonna get it anyway. That's a good utility belt. Stargirl is going down. And they'll be attacking with both leaders.
I still have a few tricks up my sleeve.
Let's see, we can play Kyle Rayner this turn. The thing is, if we still had a unit here, then we would know that the Construct Kaiju would spawn in the front. But I mean, it's safe. I mean, she gains 4 attacks. So if he is not protected, she can attack him. I kind of have to try. But there's a 50-50 chance that the Kaiju spawns in front of him and protects him. It does. And it's a 6-12 that they have to get through to get the Kyle. It's a big unit. I don't know how much hard removal this deck would have. Okay, Hunter, that can attack past this, but I can use this to kill that and still have like 7 health left, so I'm not too concerned. Even still, even with the +1 health from that, I can still take it out. Keep Kyle safe. I wonder if I spawn another one, will it care? Yeah, like if I play another Kyle Rayner, they still have to kill both my Kyle Rayners to despawn my dudes, right? It seems like it. It seems like it. Another thing I can do is use Batgirl to just get another... It'll be 6-10 at this point, which is still good. Like, we have to do that. We just have to do that. And then we can... Let's see, he won't die. Let's see, I generated bronze. I can use that to seek a gadget. Well, I can get a bandage. So I can attack into this, heal him up. And then I can use this.
You don't stand a chance.
Now these actually also have a deploy effect to gain their stats. Oh, that cares about base stats. Oh, I didn't even have to heal it. But it is nice to heal it. And I think we just play the Star Girl to... just to have something on the board there. So, I mean, yes, you know, they have their leaders active once again. I have 3 turns before that happens again for me. But, not playing that as a defender healing off Batman. Yeah. I mean, they're out of cards. I have big units.
May the gods grant us their favor.
Yeah, she was just there to soak up a hit. And I mean, he's just... I'm feeling confident. Things could still go wrong, but I'm feeling confident. Like, What's the most efficient way to do things here? These have 15 attack. Do I have any way to make that more? No. No, I don't. So we cannot kill Batman yet. But I don't think we're in a hurry. That has a shield. Yeah, I wanted to bounce this. I mean, I don't really care if this lives. Like, I play just a big Gotham girl, and I don't really care, right? Set that Batman up for a kill next turn with Gotham girl if she were to survive. Ooh, big Barda. Should have had my my thing now. Shield guard. Yeah, I definitely feel like me having more expensive leaders than them, and me also going first and missing that initial thing. It's kind of hard. I'm way behind in the leaders. Like, they're using the leaders again next turn. It's still a 6-10. I can just play another Gotham girl. Like, my board is kind of too full here. I mean, they're big Barda. Big as she is, there's nothing here that she doesn't trade with in a way that I'm okay with. Okay, so they get an extra charge for their Batman leader, and they get a bandage.
May the gods grant us their favor.
I still have a few tricks up my sleeve.
So they could heal up a Batman. Can they kill Kyle Rayner? Yeah, I mean, they can. Returning Alfred to hand. Just to play him again? Yeah, I mean, you can't activate leaders twice in a turn. Even though they have the charges. I know that wasn't possible that was the one time that I tried it. Taking out the Gotham girl. But we deal 7 damage to Wonder Woman. That's the important thing to remember here. We are hitting them back. And we now have our leader turn. They can heal all they want. Like, their gadgets aren't going to save them now. That Bruce Wayne. I mean, that can be a card draw if we wanted to. Like, I can get this to 12 attack if I want to do that. That's a thing I can do. And then combine that with Hal Jordan, we kill Wonder Woman. Then we have 3, 4. I gotta take out this Barda. She is just a little bit too strong for me right now.
You don't stand a chance.
Should I go like that? Should I prioritize the Batman? Probably should. That Wonder Woman is no threat to me next turn, so yeah, I should do this. That is always right. Play the Bruce Wayne. Not too keen on that cadet there, but we're in a good spot. I'm not gonna lie. We're in a pretty good spot. I do think what the opponent is playing here is basically a starter deck. That's a good trade. Oof. God, I am like 1 damage off of actually doing something here. Why is that? Yeah, I got nothing. Robin is good. Robin is good. I'm not going to play the cadet. It does not seem worth it. Pretty good. But Wonder Woman can attack Bruce Wayne and die, or she can attack Batgirl and get evaded. So honorable Sudoku right there. Alright, can we get an actual match? Ivy, Harley Quinn. That's one of the starter decks, right? But it's not Batman, Wonder Woman, so I'm okay. I'm okay. Chiselin is great. I do not want that. It's too early for that. Kilowog. It's okay to keep 1 silver card, right? Like, we have so many bronzes, and of course I don't draw a relevant one, but it's okay. Who goes first? I always miss it. I always miss it. Okay, I go first. Okay. Oh, we get a second Hal Jordan. Self-obsessed much? Yeah, so going first means I get 1 less leader charge and I get 1 less card draw, just because I can get on board early. Is it? I mean, maybe it is worth it. Like, I know that getting on board early, like getting to your attack turn first, can really matter. But, I mean, I guess it matters more for certain decks. I feel like my deck, I would probably want to just get my expensive leaders up sooner. Okay, so I can't target her with anything this turn. And when she dies, she buffs recruits in their hand by 1/1. Let's draw a card with the question, Robin. I mean, I want to use my resources here. I'll probably just get that tear gas. Actually, I can... Well, I can't target her now. So she's probably just going to kill herself and we'll get the effect. That's probably okay. And Harley will kill Chesalon. And Ivy will summon her 3/2s that damage my leaders whenever they draw cards. And now I'm just really on the back foot. Clayface. After you deploy another Arkham inmate, get +2/+1. Please don't have one immediately. Oh, they did. Yeah, I mean, what do I do now? What do I do now? Half my deck is bronze cards, by the way. Half my deck. Let's see. I don't really want to use this tear gas. I mean, like, either way, like, they do have to trade two of these into him. So I'm kind of okay with this. The Penguin. After an Arkham inmate attacks and KOs an enemy, give your inmates everywhere +1/+1. That's rough, but they do have to. Yeah, even now, even with that buff on the Clayface, do they have another one? Oh, come on. No! Clayface. Still using Zaz. Because they want to go face with the 9 damage, I suppose. Can't see why. Alright. I mean, I can build up somewhat of a board here. Because I can... See, I want the Rainer in the back, and I want to protect it by the construct, right? So I can play this. And I can play Robin. And I can play Kyle Rayner. I'll get the resource. I'll get the 8/8 in the middle. Take out the Mad Hatter. I'll save this. There's really no need to give this -2 attack, because they'll just play an inmate and they'll still do the thing. But I can make another one. If Kyle Rayner survives, which he won't. That's right. But they do have to go through the construct first. Oh my god. So yeah, what this does, you flip a coin, and you either kill a recruit, or you draw a card. He drew the card, which I can imagine he chose maybe Kyle Rayner, because if he'd gotten the KO, he would have gotten past this for free. Oh, this is going for Batgirl. Yeah, I'm so screwed. I am so screwed. Already lost one of my leaders. Which, you know, by default makes Robin less interesting. Okay, so evade doesn't go away even if he attacks. Bane.
Time to start branching out.
Yeah. Return. Oh, we can return the Clayface. That'll remove a lot of problems. And of course, I'm 1 damage off of Ivy. Why am I always 1 damage off? We kind of have to kill Bane, right? I feel a need to kill Bane. Maybe we just do that. And then Robin. Takes care of this. Kyle Rayner, you are pretty useless to me right now. You go there, we arrest the Clayface. That buys us a turn. We'll play the signal. we temporarily cleaned up their board, but they're gonna play that Clayface, and is Clayface a silver? No, he's a bronze, but he still costs a silver. Like that's the nice thing. I mean, he still starts as a 4/5, but exhaust an enemy leader and deal 3 damage. This has ambush. This still kills Clayface. And he only does that on deploy. Okay. Good.
Fully charged.
So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna have to let that Mr. Freeze live. But that's fine. I can play this Hal Jordan. You just get a 12-12 and then either another 12-12 with this. I can play the Cadet. Because Evade, he doesn't protect. Oh, does he still protect the guy in the back? I think I'll play this just to increase the odds of this actually hitting the other one. It did. Okay. So I got a 12-12, and this is a 12-12 that I can double. And then that'll double Simon Buzz. This Robin will negate the first hit against it. If they have damage. Have they shown damage? Have they shown any signs of damage? Oh. Yeah, so that was disorganized crime. Each friendly Arkham inmate makes a bonus attack at random. And if their hand was empty, they would have also gotten +2 attack first. Their hand is not empty. So they can't kill Robin here with Harley Quinn. But unless they have like a damaging action or like a speed unit, they could have Man-Bat. Oh, yeah, we got him. Yeah, so things were looking pretty grim at first there, but then we bounced right back with our value. Alright, Bambi Golosa. Wonder Woman, not Cyclops. I'm always saying Cyclops. Cyborg. Stargirl, Jessica Cruz. Cruz with Kyle Rayner. Kyle Rayner is a good one to have in hand. Robin is also excellent, but like 2 silvers, that's turn 3, turn 4. I mean, this gives me something to do here. Cyborg, on 4 charges, deals 1 damage to an enemy character for each card you've drawn this game. And again, I go first, so they get the extra card draw and the extra leader charges. I'm getting kind of sick of that. I'm not gonna lie. I would really like for my leaders to be active before my 4th turn. It's just that. Am I able to use this resource? Not really. So I guess I don't actually need it. Do I instead take the trade? Or do I let them trade into this? I think I just do this. We hit Kilowog, so almost a downside actually having this guy in my hand, because I would have liked that extra damage from Rainer.
May the gods grant us their favor.
Exhaust and give -3 attack. So they're spending their attack on that. I don't hate it. Crypto. Give a friendly character a shield. So another good trade. Just value trades all around. I have Commissioner Gordon. What I also have is Chassalon into one of my silvers. And I can't pay for these. This would be a 3/4. I think I'm gonna just do this. Probably should have flipped these. If your Batgirl is more vulnerable and therefore should maybe be protected a little bit harder. But with what they currently have on board, even this 3/4 is solid. Cyborg is now on 3. Minotaur, you know, it's a no ability card, but 3/4 is actually really good stats. And they just secured another good trade. Excellent. Oh. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I mean, their board is full, but it's not exactly strong. I may want to get the Robin down. I may want to get the Commissioner Gordon down. What can I do with the car? I can exhaust it. I can make 2 8/8s. That's what I'll do. That's what I'll do.
You don't stand a chance.
Yeah, seems good. Just a couple of 8/8s. I think we'll that Cyborg is gonna get to go off. They can't save it. You can save the leader charges and still keep gaining charges. But he can actually kill Kyle Rayner with it. He can actually kill Kyle Rayner with it.
Time to crank things up.
Yep. Did not think about that. Still fine. Evade and Hunter. And for some reason it shows us having 0 health even though it has 2. There you go. Batgirl getting wrecked. Did he attack with this? I don't know. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do that. I want that Batman. That Batman card can be really, really vital in taking out some threats here. Aquaman. +2 attack for each of your sea creatures, of which they have none. And start your turn, summon a sea creature. Ooh. Yeah, we can take him out. I didn't want to spend my turn doing that. But we can do it. We can... If we send the car into it, then we can kill it with Batman's ambush. Not taking any damage in return, and I think I'm actually going to play down this Robin. I don't fear for Batman's life. I mean, she will go to 4 attack next turn. I don't know. I mean, I don't really fear for Green Lantern either. This Batman is so good. I forgot to attack with Gordon. He has that evade effect, which kind of just gives me the same vibe as the exhausted effect, so I forget to attack with him. Hopefully it's okay. Gotham Girl. And a Minotaur. I mean, they are running low on resources.
May the gods grant us their favor.
That Gotham Girl may look threatening, but I have one too. This Robin is going to be pretty helpful. Okay, so what I got to do is throw him into that. Give Batman ambush and Hunter back.
You don't stand a chance.
We got to kill that Cyborg next turn, but I think we're going to be able to do it. We should be able to do it.
Fully charged.
We'll generate this resource. Then I can play him as a 4/6 and just dump the Gotham Girl. That's pretty good. I think we got him. Yeah, Superboy. This would be dealing 8 damage next turn. Yeah, but we can deal with it. We can take it out. Good showing. Good going, good showing.